Hello, welcome back to DeckTech Wednesday. This week we have Nubatama. This is the deck that I built. Not even going to try and pronounce half of these names unless I know I can't. If I butcher any of them, the idiot behind the camera is going to yell at me for it. So,
Yeah, you suck.
no you.
Oof.
4 heal. And obviously, Stealth Dragon Magatsu Wind. The same starter that's in literally every deck.
How complex is standard, man? Am I right?
Six draw, 4 of which is the draw perfect card. Six crit to round off all the triggers. I might run, I might bump it up to 8 crit because you already draw enough in the deck. And the extra guard power probably would be better. Moving on to grade 1s. We have Tempest Stealth Rogue Fuki.
You said it wrong. It's fucky.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
You can try, bitch.
His effect states, if your or your opponent's rearguard is put back into the hand from the rearguard circle during your turn, he gains plus 6k. This is the grade 1 version of a grade 2 that's in this deck. Really good, especially when you place him with Magatsu Storm's ability. Just to give you that little bit of extra power.
That's like a 19. Sure, that's good.
Yeah.
Just occurred to me that's actually really good. And it hits a good number on its own anyway. That's a solid card.
Even if you've bounced something back to, even if he's placed after you've bounced something back to hand, he still gets the plus 6.
Yeah, before I looked at this guy closely, I thought he was crap.
Yeah. Next is Stealth Rogue of the Night, Sakura Fubuki. 4 copies of him. He is the countercharger of the deck. His skill states, when he's placed, if you have 3 or more rear guards, discard a card from hand, give himself plus 3, and if the number of cards in your face-up damage is 1 or less, draw a card and countercharge 1.
I don't think this guy wants you in his will, like in his estate, you know?
Next, grade 1. He's really good because of the just because of the countercharge and the plus 3 just by discarding a card.
It's a net 0, so it's filtering. This deck likes to filter, doesn't it?
Only if you're at 1 or less face-up damage.
Yeah, but still.
Next grade 1 is Stealth Dragon Magatsu Breath. His first effect, when he's placed, if you have a Magatsu Vanguard, he gains plus 3.
So hypothetically, if you somehow called him, if you were on the grade 0, he'd be a 11k, will he have a 6k Vanguard?
Yeah.
God, this card's stupid.
But that's breaking the boundaries of the game a bit.
I mean,
there's nothing in Nubatama that
there's the old
his grades.
No, there's the old
in premium.
Yeah, in premium there's the old original Mega Blast. It was the Mega Blast of DI. You'd have to rewrite a card from your soul. In the anime, Aichi went back to Lu.
Yeah. His second effect is at the end of the battle that it attacked or boosted, Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from your hand. Return all of your rear guards in the same column as this unit to your hand.
So he's like the same situation I have with Bar. Like, it's okay and crap. In theory, it would be great, but like you don't use it as much as you want to because the other stuff does it better.
Yeah, it's just because of that discard card. That is the only reason he's not that good.
Yeah.
But you still run him just in case you need to use him. The next 2 cards are brand new additions to this deck. We had pre-recorded this video already, and since that, the cards have changed.
We literally just got the promos now, and this thing's actually really good.
Yeah. Not even gonna try it.
Can I try it?
Yep.
Togajuji? Yeah, it's Togajuji.
Alright, so 2 copies of Toga... nope. When, on rearguard, when your grade 3 unit attacks, cost, counterblast 1, retire this unit, and your opponent cannot call sentinels from his or her hand until the end of that battle.
You'll read his flavor text. It's so fitting for the effect.
Doing what your opponent hates is exactly what you're supposed to do. That is me.
This guy's really great. Like, he wouldn't be that good in other clans. Like, just because of the 2-0 grade 3, he's really good.
Think how busted he would be in a Kujikiri Kongo deck.
Yeah.
That'd
But
be
he's
like-
still even really good in like almost completely Magatsu focused deck.
Yeah.
This guy's just really great because he's a -1 in a deck that pluses you enough anyway, and like lets you like have so much board control to be able to put that much like tiny bit of extra pressure on. It'll no matter what be devastating.
There is a little combo that we thought of with one of the cards in the deck that we'll get to after done showing you what cards are in it.
Oh, by the way, we literally just add those in now. We took out basically just Obero card for that because Obero card isn't really that good. You can make a number, I guess, sometimes, and if you loop him, you can. But like, this thing's just too good not to use. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's either discard a card for Obero card or retire himself for that.
They're both a minus, but the effect he gives is just better in the end.
Onto the grade 2s. Next is Stealth Dragon Dawn Breach. He does the same thing as Fuki, just on a grade 2. Something was bounced back to hand on either side of the field, give it +6. And it's only 1 +6 and it doesn't stack. If it's stacked, this card would be broken.
It's like the comparison of Gabija and Kagero and what's his name, Raupia. Since it's not an auto effect and it's a continuous effect, that's why it only does it the one time, but it's way easier to have the effect go off. This trade-off, but I think this one's definitely better for it, especially because he becomes the 15.
Yeah.
There can also be a 29 with the other one, so if you get that while your opponent's on their grade 1 or grade 2.
Also being placed by Magatsu, give them both +5.
If your opponent's on grade 2 and they're not enough Force Clan when that goes off, it's fucking devastating.
Next card, 4 copies of Momentary Stealth Rogue Tsunomasa.
You used to despise this guy, then you immediately fell in love with him, and I made you actually read it.
Yeah. I ran it in favor of a different... I ran... what was it?
Obero Zakura?
Yeah, Obero Zakura instead of it. Just because Obero Zakura kind of sort of guaranteed a soul charge.
And he also got bigger.
He did get bigger. But honestly, Tsunomasa is a better card in this deck. Because doesn't cost the counterblast, and it's not a chance for you to soul charge.
Yeah.
His first ability is when he's placed, give one of your units +3, and if that unit was a grade 3, soul charge 1. Just give it to the Vanguard. Give it to the Vanguard.
Or Kokoshigeratsu.
That too. Or even Voidmaster. Give it to a grade 3. So literally just place them here, both here, make your Vanguard 18 until end of turn.
Boost them with Fuki.
Boost them with Fuki. No,
you got 22.
Don't do that. Boost one of them with Fuki. Have one of them have the attack not hit but still declared, so that way you can at least get the effect off.
No, if you boost them both with Fuki, those are 22k columns.
But you're still...
Oh, and if you boost them the Vanguard with Sakura Fubuki, it's 23 though.
Alright, listen.
Solid numbers.
Second effect. At the end of a battle that it attacked, cost Soul Blast 1 and return this unit to your hand. He pays for his own cost.
The only flaw is his base power.
The only flaw is his base power, which is easily fixed in this deck.
Well, then again, if he's placed by Magatsu, he gets to be a perfect number to begin with. Even if he's not, you can just choose his own effect to target himself so he can at least take grade 2s.
If he's placed with Magatsu, he sits at 13.
Yeah.
Which is will hit force. Makes...
It'll hit grade 4s if you give him his own 3k.
Yeah. Next grade 2, I run 4 copies of Stealth Dragon, Magatsu Gale. Probably one of the best cards in the deck.
I see you use Tsunemasa more than this guy, even though you run the same amount.
Because I draw Tsunemasa more. And he gets soul charged a lot.
Yeah.
But his effect is...
really good.
When placed, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, draw a card, and he gains plus 6k. He sits at 15 if you use that skill.
We call him Magatsu, he's 20. This thing's just too good.
At the end of the battle that it attacked, put it into your soul, return one of your rear guards to your hand. So he sort of pays for his own skill.
Pays for half, so
Half
that's
of
enough.
it, yeah. The half that actually kind of matters. Because...
You can cycle Sakura Fubuki like all hell.
pretty much.
Hey, best of all, if you're using one of your random soul charges, you have a chance of putting a grade 3 in there, which is perfect for this next one.
There was a game where I had just put at least 4 grade 3s in the soul.
Nice.
With Sakura Fubuki. And then on top of that, having a Magatsu Storm already in my hand.
Hell yeah.
So I was...
Did you have this next one you're going to show?
One of them was in the soul, the other one was in my hand.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I just didn't use him because I'm not going to waste a grade 3 in the soul, even though I had 4 of them on this. Even though it is kind of good, but, you know. I probably should have. I was playing against Kagero. Yeah. Onto the grade 3s. I'm not going to pronounce that. You can.
Koku Shigarasu. I've said it a million times. I'm surprised you don't have it by now.
Yeah, well, I like to ignore you, so. It's a gradeless grade 3 that...
Gradeless?
Yeah, gradeless. No, it's a giftless grade 3.
Why are you using... Are you using a G format card? Are you a fucking cheater? This isn't a premium profile.
It's not.
But that base power.
I'm not Bushy Road, am I?
Dude, this card's so balanced, but the effect is so good. It's a fucking amazing card.
Alright, its effect is Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. Soul Blast 3. Discard 2 Sentinels from your hand. This card gets plus 15,000, and until end of turn, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, return all of your opponent's rearguards to hand, and if one or more were returned, your opponent chooses 5 cards from his or her hand and discards them.
This is a -5
to the opponent.
It's net. It's like a -3 for them. Because you drop 2 Sentinels, but
think about that with him.
Yeah, so the reason
have just him boost him. The power doesn't even need to go to him. It just you just want the effect.
The reason I convinced him to put the grade 2 in is because I'm pretty sure I explained it to you as the opponent's probably gonna be stupid enough to focus on maintaining PGs in the hand, and if you use Magatsu to call that thing out after the battle phase where they've already like saved the Kokushigarasu stuff, they'll have like dead cards in hand. So they only have like 4 cards left. Half of them are dead.
Yeah.
It's just too good not to use.
Absolutely. Even just with like something like Voidmaster hitting for 32.
Yeah.
With the boost for Sakura Fubuki. Not Sakura Fubuki, regular Fuki. Next.
Keep that guy, and he's gonna be the new All-Star.
Yeah. Next, Stealth Dragon Voidmaster. His effect is on place. Your opponent cannot intercept until end of turn. And he also gains plus 3,000 until end of turn.
Best thing about this guy is that both of his effects are van and rear.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's just great.
He is one of the all-stars of the deck. At the end of the battle that he attacked, Counterblast 1, return one of your or your opponent's rear guards to hand. And funny thing is, I did not realize he can target himself with this ability.
That's why he's good, really.
Yeah, I was just using him to bounce other things.
Best of all, he can bounce an opponent's crap.
Yeah, you can bounce opponents' things.
You know how douche it would be if you're playing against a Kagura player and you just bounce their air while they're going, oh yeah, I'll just ride Waterfall and countercharge. Nah, fuck you.
Yeah. Because Airmo needs to be on the field.
Yeah, you get to just net
before
your costs.
you kill something. Next.
That'd be a good new Kagura card, one that like counter charges. Like Soul Blast, your opponent has one or less rear guards, and you countercharge, and you have like an Overlord Vanguard. I can see that being a card actually.
All right, next.
That should be a Sable Dragon who does.
Last grade 3.
Yeah, we talked about him enough.
He's the 4 copies of Covert Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm. His first ability is, when it is attacked by your opponent's Vanguard, Counterblast 1, retire 2 rear guards, and this cannot be hit until end of that battle. He gets around Waterfall.
And Waterfall clones, he's too good.
And all other guard restricts.
Only thing is,
all other guard restricts on him.
Well, the thing is,
only on Vanguard.
Yeah.
So whoever puts Feather Palace on the rear guard has the upper hand.
Then again, Angel Feather's probably one of the best decks in the entire game right now, so who cares?
I do, that's who.
You just have to outlast them. You outdraw them easily. And you can multi-attack unlike them, so hypothetically.
Speaking of multi-attacking, auto Vanguard Circle once per turn. When your rearguard was returned to your hand during your turn, Soul Blast to grade 3, draw 1 card, call 3 cards from your hand to rearguard circle, and they get +5 until end of turn.
Which is the skill we were talking about like all hell earlier.
Yeah, we're just calling this after you've already set up for this is just really good.
This deck is unbelievable. Like, it has, like, the actual utility that, like, decks in G used to have.
Yeah. I miss it, honestly.
Hey, real quick, show them the names of the grade 1s, Magatsu and the starter.
Oh, yeah, huh?
It's really dumb. Just, like, list off all the names of the Magatsus, actually. Just
Wind, Breath, Gale, and Storm.
I'm not gonna lie. The wind is normally stronger than my breath, to be honest, so not sure how I feel about those 2 names.
Have you met Wendy Marvell from Fairy Tail?
Shut up. Yo, they should get, what's it called? Like a completely new original card in the next support wave. Magatsu Tempest. That'd be fucking edgy. It could have some effect where, like, you have, like, benefits for, like, the most Magatsus. So you'd, like, prioritize soul blasting stuff other than them.
Yeah.
That'd add a little bit of a more challenge to the deck and, like, would, like, want you to use the other Magatsus and shit. Like, Breath isn't as good as the others, so it would probably be the first one to go.
Yeah.
Which we were actually talking about earlier as well. Oh, and mention the Tengu thing.
Oh, yeah. What's it? Counterblast 1 on place?
Soul Blast. So there's this grade 2 promo that's for some reason available nowhere on the internet except for this one random YouTube video by Cardfight Casual, where it's an 8K grade 2. I have a picture of it as well. And its effect is you Soul Blast on place, and one of two things happens. Your opponent drops a trigger, or you draw one.
Or you draw a card. Yeah. It's actually kind of good.
It's actually really solid. The only problem is that you'd
Soul
probably...
Blast.
No. 8K. Soul Blasts aren't that big of a problem for you because you have so many soul charging cards.
Yeah, but it does become a problem sometimes.
Yeah, you just have to be conscious of it. Another thing you'd probably prioritize for Soul Blasts over some of the other cards like Breath.
Mustache Deck Divider. That's also a bush.
Valid.
Mustache Deck Box. Mustache.
We've dragged this out for over 20 minutes. Let's go. Longest one yet.
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah.
It's because we keep going on rants. We need to stop that.
At least this one's probably like almost entertaining unlike all the others.
Also, we might need to take a short break from posting DeckTech Wednesdays.
If not, I'll come up with something. We'll try and record gameplay.
Because we have run out of decks that we've already built.
We might not have. It depends. The thing is, just
50-50 chance.
The only problem is the fucking fact that Bushiro decided, okay, let's just like not release anything for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Seriously, we gotta wait. Nothing came out in March, actually. The next stuff coming out is Violist in like, what is it, like a couple of weeks now? Like it's next month? No, it's like over a month, I think, until the next set comes out. And it's been like over a month since the most recent one came out. Then after that, we're just getting Bermuda, which is nobody gives a shit about Bermuda except weebs. And then we actually get real cards again.
I can't wait for the DP support. I said it in the DP video. I'm saying it again.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
August is going to be your second birthday.
Huh?
August is going to be your second birthday.
Hell yeah.
Man, you know what I'm hyped for? Narukami Wave 2.
No, it's going to be like DP, and you're going to have to wait almost an entire year for it.
No, it's not. It's coming out this summer.
That's not fair.
It's coming out like a month after DP.
It's not fair.
Doesn't need to be fair. Dude, I'm pretty sure it comes out in the same month as Heroic Advent, so. Or the Heroic Evolution, or whatever the hell it's called.
I will buy boxes if I have to just to finish it.
Have fun. It's almost 25 minutes. Let's sign off. Discord link. Join it.
It's a mess. Don't do it.
Don't listen to him. It's cozy.
No, it's not.
Fuck you.
Empty and we all hate each other.
I don't.
You're a liar.
I don't hate everybody in there. My girlfriend's in there. I hate everybody else.
Yeah. This is one person.
Okay, bye.